Okay, this, as you can see, is the TAMIYA remote controlled 1/10 scale Hotshot II. This apparently was released about 10 years or more, and has been recently updated, as you can see here, 2024. As for what has been updated, I have no idea. This is not my project, actually. This is my brother's, and it's gonna be a fairly short video log, if anything. There won't be any build videos, work in progress, pictures, and that sort of thing. Let's see the details there. When we were kids, my brother and I got into the remote controlled hobby. I think we had about two cars. I think it was the Audi Quattro and the buggy, RC buggy, I can't. And the remote control was one of the, it was a box with a joystick, one for turning and one for accelerating or braking. But this one is but the more recent ones now are it's like the handle with a wheel or on it. I'll show you in the next video to come, but it's changed a lot since then. But yeah, so okay, so that's how it looks in the inside. Here we go, 87. So yeah, it was a kit. We released an updated version of the four-wheel drive buggy Hotshot II, the original of which was first released in 1987. Just pause that if you want to read that. And if you want to improve or upgrade the parts, which is actually highly recommended, especially the ball bearings, because the ball bearings that's included are plastic. Would you believe it? They're plastic. I mean, that's just, I don't know why they do that, but so we apparently, of course, we had to get the metal bearings, otherwise those plastic bearings won't even last. Who knows? Actually, it's quite ridiculous that they didn't include metal bearings in the first place. So I don't know. That's just, I don't know, pure laziness, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, here are schematics and more features, details. See, it has some numbers here that will correspond to what's here. Again, you can pause that if you want to read the details with regards to the schematic here. Okay, just moving on. This is what I mean. This is the transmitter. Okay, so the radio control unit. It's like a handle trigger with a wheel on it, not the box one with those two joysticks as of old. Okay, so alright, so that is the TAMIYA Hotshot II updated 2024. Alright, like I said, I was not directly involved in building this. My brother built this, and my only involvement in this was the painting of that dude in there. He did also some of the painting. I did more of the fine detail painting on it. Painted the helmet and the trimmings around it too. He did the body. I did those chrome colored buckles. Okay. And then the other, like I said, the other involvement I had on this was just applying the decals on it, which is was challenging. I pretty much followed what was in the box. You could actually customize it to whatever you want. There's a bunch of, is it here? Oh, it's not here. I don't see it anywhere. Must have kept it somewhere. Anyway, there are a bunch of other decals that if you so choose, you can just apply to your own. So you can just customize it how you want to make it look. But this thing, here we go. It wasn't focusing. You'll notice the on-off switch there. For some reason, the wire was short. Provided it was so it wouldn't stretch into this slot here. So unfortunately, you'd have to take this whole body off in order to turn on the switch, to gain access to the switch. So that's unfortunate. So I don't know what happened there. It's not my brother's fault. It's theirs. The wire was just too short. The wire provided. The suspension, it's oil. There's oil in there, so you'll check this out. So for off-road, so it has, as you can see there, it's got nice suspension. Just turn this thing around. It's like doing squats. I painted the helmet there. We wanted to paint it red, but unfortunately the paint I had hardened, and I didn't want to have to buy just for, well, so we just settled for yellow. I mean, there are yellow helmets and stuff, so it's just the undercarriage there. Really, there isn't much to see. So you can see this is the battery pack right here. The only challenging part in applying the decals was having to be symmetrical, especially if they're on both sides, right? So you want it to be as close as possible. That was the challenging part. It was pretty close. I mean, I have no complaints personally. It went pretty well actually. So it's not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. Just gotta deal with it. Overall, it's nice. We do not plan to run it on gravel. more of a flatter surface. And all right, now it's winter time, so there is no place where we could run this thing. We're gonna honestly run it outdoors, usually in a parking lot. Or a playground or somewhere where there's a lot of space, because this goes pretty fast. We tried it here. It's pretty fast. Okay, and let's see here. Oops. Now this is the transmitter right here. Okay, so accelerate, reverse, let's say here's your left, right, and to adjust what they call trimming. See, this also goes for any remote control. You have to adjust the trimming in terms of how should I describe it? It's like adjusting the sensitivity. It's like when you're if you game, you'd know what I mean. It's like for the mouse sensitivity, you have to adjust it so it's not too much or under. It's like under. If you're oversteering, understeering, well, that's here we go. That sort of thing. So you want it just right, just so it'll run very well. I can't seem to open this thing. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Okay, so now there's a proper way of turning this thing off. You have to turn on the transmitter first, and then the power this on. And when turning it off, it's just reverse. Turn this one off first, and then this. So there's it's always been that way. Okay, so yeah, that is the Hotshot, TAMIYA Hotshot. Can't wait till springtime. It'll be cool to run this thing again. It's been so long. I mean, we were just kids when we got into this hobby, and afterwards we moved on to something else. I think we left this hobby after going into high school. So that was a long time ago, and again, we're just picking it up again. So it's a nice hobby to get into. It's you get to build it and have fun. Yeah. All right. This is it. That's it for. Thanks for watching.